Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So, another day, another dollar in the game of boxing. And today we're going to have a conversation about boxing as we do every day. But I was actually considering switching topics to politics. Yesterday it was because I had an extremely lengthy conversation with a comrade of mine. You know what I mean? And he really, really inspired me, to consider maybe from time to time taking on the political machine, especially when it comes to this country, right? And particularly meaning the Trump administration and all the buffoonic and unrealistic petitions they ascribe to in trying to consider themselves as making America great again, right? I mean, the thing that really bothers me is that this is his second term, right? And he was a disaster in the first term. Now they voted him back in, right? Now, let's be logical in the sense that what was the public, the voting apparatus of the country, the the uh, people, the people, right? What was their primary motive apparatus for voting Trump back in office, right? I mean, it's like you already know that Donald J. Trump is a moron and a no disrespect intended to the human aspect of Donald J. Trump, but the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day or night, Donald Trump is an idiot. He's a moron. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's been said on numerous occasions that Donald J. Trump can't read. I mean, I kind of had a problem with that, right? Because if you listen to him, he talks eloquently. You know what I mean? I mean, you couldn't be able to decipher that he couldn't read, right? If you listen to him. And primarily, that's all that we do. We just listen to it. We never see him writing anything other than those, I can't recall the name of them. Uh, there are orders, some type of orders. I can't recall the legitimate name for them, but he does a lot. He doesn't do things by way of Congress, right? Um, so that let me say this. Normally speaking, the Congress of the United States creates the laws that we live by, right? The people initiate through their elected officials what laws are good and what laws are bad. Congress then goes back, get together with the different Congresses from each individual state, and I think it's more so cities included in the United States Congress, not specifically pertaining to the Senate. The Senate is 100 member body, right? Those represent the different states that we live in. Each state represents, I think, senators, right? And it's the opposite when it comes to Congress. Congress, I think, is more like maybe 400 and something, and they include the cities. They work with different cities. Congress does. So my point is that Donald J. Trump doesn't um, request that Congress signs off on the laws that he wants to put in place. He writes executive orders. He writes executive orders. Now, let's be perfectly clear about Congress's role, right? When Congress legislates a particular law and the sitting president signs off on it, right? That particular law cannot be undone without congressional approval, right? So all these executive orders that Donald J. Trump are writing, right, they're not legitimate in the sense that Congress didn't writes them into law. And Donald J. Trump didn't sign off on them once they got rolled into law. So let's be perfectly clear about the stuff that Donald J. Trump does. So and here's the deal. When Joe Biden came into office, he undid everything that Donald J. Trump did. The same thing's going to happen again when they get Donald Trump out of office and a Democratic president comes in. He's going to undo all the stuff that Donald J. Trump does because the Congress hasn't legislated any of it. That's why. They constantly go into the little courts, and shoot down the stuff that he's doing because it isn't enacted by Congress. Y'all get that? You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all should know this. The majority of you that went to school, I'm quite sure most of y'all had civics in school, right? Now, I didn't really have civics. I taught myself civics. Everything else that I learned, I taught myself. It's called autodidactic, right? I autodidactically created my own intellect, right? Because I got tired of being stupid. And I did a pretty good job when I was myself. So now look, I just wanted to make mention on the politics involved in what I just said, because yesterday I had somebody that I know, been knowing it for years. He's really, really what I would call a true friend, right? That we have a like-minded thought process when it comes to. Shout out to Abigail in the house. Shout out to Abigail. His name is Amin, right? That's what we call his name is Elmo Deal, but his Swahili name is. Okay. They call him Amin, but his real name is Amin. No, excuse me. His real name is Elmo Deal, but his Swahili name is Amin, right? And good brother, smart as the whip, right? Politically inclined. And yesterday he went on one with me about the Trump administration, and I was like, man, we got to get this out on my show, man. We got. So actually, last night I called him, and I told him to send me his email address so I can. We was gonna StreamYard, so I had to have his email address in order to get him into the stream, right? But we didn't do that. So, but I reserved the right to get back with him on that particular level because you guys need to hear some real talk when it comes to politics. I mean, talking about bar none, cut none off, and tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that, but the truth is the only thing that's going to set you free, especially when it comes to the Trump administration, because Donald J. Trump has a problem with the truth. And I'm quite sure y'all really know that. And we also quite sure that the only reason that y'all voted Donald J. Trump back into office was because of the color of his skin and y'all's. I mean, I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying that while you think that the majority of us are stupid, right? Come on, man. The majority of us are extremely intelligent, right? And I think that is one of the reasons why y'all continue to try to keep your foot on our necks. But that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of us out here that gonna fight back when it comes to the truth and speaking our minds, right? I happen to be one of them, right? It's a few of us. It's a few of us that know the truth and speak the truth. Anyway, let's talk about some boxing, man. That's what y'all really came to hear about, was some boxing. May 2nd, 2025, New York City. The main event features Ryan Garcia. I think about that. Ryan Garcia, because I really hate the fact that Ryan Garcia is featuring the main event over the other three particulars involved, right? Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, the headliner, right? And the undercard, one of the undercard, the featured undercard is Devin the Dream Haney versus Jose Carlos Ramirez. Right now, Ramirez, I just learned recently, was WBC junior welterweight champion of the world in between 2018 and 2021, and WBO from 2019 to 2021, as he was unified 2 times champion, right? So let's be perfectly clear about Jose uh, Carlos Romero's expertise when it comes to boxing. You know what I'm saying? And but before we get off into the narrative, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna move slowly into the narrative, right? So Jose Romero is 32 years of age. He's 5'10" with a 72.4-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He's right-hander. He has 29 wins, 18 by knockout, 2 losses, no stops, no draws, right? And he is a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? And like this particular fight is a maybe what should be considered as a coming out fight for Devin Dream Haney in a sense, right? Because who knows what Devin Haney is bringing to the table when he comes back. Those that don't know Devin Dream Haney, like I know Devin Dream Haney, have the right to think like that, right? Is Devin Dream Haney considered as a shot fighter, right? A shot boxer, I should say. Is he considered a shot boxer based on the fight that he had between Ryan Garcia and took 3 knockdowns in that fight? April 20th, 2024, New York City, right? So a lot of the rhetoric that's spewing about Devin the Dream Haney is that the proclivity is that he is a shot fighter, right? Now, I need to say this, and I hope that Devin Haney ears are in reach for he can gravitate towards the truth when it comes to a champion, actually a undisputed lightweight champion, and the former WBC junior welterweight champion of the world, right? Now, Devin the Dream Haney is he's 26 years of age. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He has 31 illustrious wins, no losses. No, excuse me, back up. He has 31 wins, 15 losses, right? He has 31 wins, 15 by knockout, no losses, never been stopped, and no draws, right? Again, he is the former undisputed lightweight champion of the world, first of the 4-belt era, and he is formerly the WBC junior welterweight champion of the world. Now let me say, I say that to say this, that a lot of cats out there are trying to find a narrative to be critical of Devin the Dream Haney. I mean, that is a part of who Devin the Dream Haney is, or who he has been made out to be, and that is the villain, right? But let me say this. There's nothing wrong with taking on the role of the villain. If the public, if the fan base believes that Devin the Dream Haney is the villain, so be it. Floyd Mayweather wore the villain shirt well, right? And did extremely well financially. So it's nothing wrong with being considered the villain. But here's the deal. Devin the Dream Haney, I think, in the fight with Ryan Garcia, right, didn't fight Devin the Dream Haney's fight, right? Contrary to the fact that there's a lot of noise about the Austrian, right? In my highly educated opinion, even given the fact that Ryan Garcia is a cheater, that Ryan Garcia is a racist, it is my highly educated opinion if Devin the Dream Haney would have fought Devin the Dream Haney's fight, even under the circumstances of the Austrian, when he fought Ryan Garcia, Devin the Dream Haney would have beat the stew out of Ryan Garcia. I said that to say this. It is my opinion that Devin the Dream Haney didn't fight his fight when he fought Ryan Garcia. He fought the fight that he thought the public wanted to see, right? That was an aggressive fighter's position, right? He took the stance of a fighter and not a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Devin the Dream Haney is a boxer, right? He's a classic boxer. You know what I mean? And he's been up around some of the best in the game when it comes to training. You know what I mean? The Mayweathers. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on. Mickey Bay, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying? All of these styles was presented to Devin the Dream Haney. And Devin the Dream Haney, in turn, turned out to be an excellent boxer, not a fighter, that he used when he fought Ryan Garcia, the antics of a fighter and not a boxer, right? So, contrary to the Austrian claims and the Devin Haney is a shot fighter, hear me when I say this, Devin. You are only a shot fighter if you believe that you're a shot fighter. If you believe that you are Devin the Dream Haney, who wants all the smoke and still wants all the smoke, your psychosis about being a shot fighter will be overcome by you being the greatest boxer ever in the lightweight division and box like Devin Haney boxes. That being said, I just want to make mention to the fact that the narrative that Jose Carlos Ramirez is in superb shape. Now that's the narrative of today, right? Now that's a good thing, right? But I would like to also note in that regard, Jose Ramirez is always in tip-top shape when he goes into the ring, as is the case with any professional boxer who wants to win. And I know that Jose Ramirez wants to win. So quite naturally, he's going to be in tip-top shape. So all this drama, all these antics about should Devin Haney had taken the fight because Jose Ramirez is in tip-top shape? Give me a break. Heck, yeah, he should have took the fight. Doesn't matter whether Jose Ramirez is in tip-top shape, because I'm quite sure if Devin Dream Haney, again, is back. I don't know what the heck to do about that, people. If I hit that, I'm out. Let me try this. I don't know what that. I don't know what that happened. Oh, there I am. Okay.